If you could leave me with one piece of advice, what would it be?
Make mistakes, but don't regret them. Learn from them. Because regrets are the hardest things to carry when you get older.
If you could leave me with one piece of place, what would it be? Make mistakes, but don't regret them. Learn from them, because regrets are the hardest things to carry when you get older. I don't think you understand the power that you truly possess. Even in the darkest times, which you may even be experiencing right now, you still remain. You cannot be destroyed, your soul. The life force behind those eyes is the most powerful force that exists. Evil could open up Earth's core and hurl you down. It could cast you into an endless void. But again, you still remain. Why is that? What does that mean? It means that you are the decider. You decide your fate. You decide who wins as you bear the gift of choice.
Everybody wants to be a star, but they don't understand that stars shine brightest at night when you're going through the darkness, when you're going through the hard times. That's when the champions shine the brightest. That's when it's go time. That's when it's really time to put in the work.
Listen, you're here because, if you want your life to be different, you have to change, right? If you want your life to change, you have to change. The key to achieving success in any area of your life comes from your ability to change yourself. And a lot of times changing yourself comes from changing your mind. First, reprogramming your mind to change your old patterns, to change your old beliefs, your old programs and your thoughts. Your habits and your beliefs are your driving forces behind your actions. So if you can understand the psychology and the science that's behind mental programming, then you can start to take charge of your life and create the future that doesn't look like your past.
Remind yourself that it's not about being perfect, it's about constantly putting one foot in front of the other, taking it moment by moment, step by step, not getting too ahead of yourself, right? Still keeping the vision and the goal and the dream at the forefront of your mind, knowing where you're trying to go, but understanding that it's a journey. And in this journey, you're going to make mistakes. In this journey, you're going to fall down. But every time you fall down, every time you make a mistake, every time you mess up, there's a lesson in it for you. There's an opportunity for growth. There's an opportunity to get back up and take the next right step. Right, and that's why this journey is so beautiful, because you learn so much about yourself. It's about being open and constantly trying to progress each and every day.
What happens when I decide for myself that I'm going to do something different? I'm going to have setbacks, I know. But if I'm feeling bad, that doesn't mean I'm doing bad. That doesn't mean I am bad. That doesn't mean that I can't still take some action. Because, yeah, nothing changes and nothing changes, man.
It's always a little bit frustrating to me when people have a negative relationship with failure. Failure is a massive part of being able to be successful. You have to get comfortable with failure. You have to actually seek failure. Failure is where all of the lessons are successful. People fail a lot. They fail a whole lot more than they succeed. But they extract the lessons from the failure and they use the energy and they use the wisdom to come around to the next phase of success.
Truly understand that these are your greatest years, the years that will either make you successful or trap you into mediocrity for the rest of your life. So please make sure you make the most out of them because your time is limited. You have to be okay with being misunderstood. You have to be okay with being rejected. You have to be okay with not thinking like the 99% if you want to lead. You have to lead from a place of confidence, and the worst thing you want to be is be a follower that follows followers.
Problem is right now, there's a lot of softness in the generation of entitlement of what I think I should be able to do. I should be able to enjoy my college years. I should be able to have a social life. I should be able to insert whatever you want. And that's fine, it'll just come at the cost of something else. And I'm not the one who says this is right or wrong. I just say it is that way. There is only so many minutes and there's a trade that you're going to be willing to make. And the people who will win are the ones who are willing to trade the most for the thing they want. And that oftentimes means you won't be able to go out as much. You won't be able to attend the birthday parties. You won't be able to. That stuff will suffer.
Can't believe in yourself without believing in possibility. And you can't believe in possibility without believing in yourself. The belief that they could heal has to be installed. I just started disbelieving again. I started doubting, and I had to get back and change my state and start believing again. And I think if you keep doing that, you believe, you behave, you become.
What if I fail? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? I love that because it's true. Why not entertain the best case scenario? Why not flip your mindset into believing in yourself? What if it all works out? What if this is the best decision I've ever made? What if this is beyond my wildest dreams? What if I try and I not only fly, but I soar? And the fact is, if you try, you will fly in a new direction. It is true.
Feels like I get sucked into this negative state of mind so fast, it doesn't even feel like I have a choice. Just it feels like life is throwing me around, and I have no saying where it goes. I understand this is for no other reason than that. Evil fears you. It sees your power. It sees what will happen if you realize your full potential. And therefore, it will do anything and everything to make you blind to it. It will find your weak points and it will attack them relentlessly until you give in.
You know, people get up every day and they do the same thing. They tell themselves they're going to change their life one day and they never do. I'm going to change mine.
Hey bro, you can hit the reset button today. If you don't like whoever you've been up to this point, you can just stop being that person. Like today, you can decide to change the way you act, the way you behave every single day, including today is an opportunity for you to hit the reset button on your entire personality, your work ethic, your discipline, your values. You can transform your entire being starting right now.
The way that you get better at making decisions is making decisions. See, it's not that you have a hard time making a decision. It's that you're unwilling to make the wrong decision. Almost every single decision that you make in life, you can change or reverse. You drop out of school, you can go back if you break up with someone and realize, oh my God, that was wrong. You can tell them, and being able to make the wrong decision is how you make progress. There are no right or wrong decisions. Ironically, there's just decisions. And the second that you make a decision, you now learn something. It's not about being right. It's about being willing to move forward and learn something from it.
That what you are after is not a career or a profession. It is not a yearly income goal. It is not a car or a lifestyle. What you are after is a feeling. You want to feel free. You want to feel a sense of control. You want to feel capable and accomplished. You want to feel like you have a clear purpose. And you want to feel like you are fulfilling that purpose. It is much deeper than a dream job or a lifestyle your soul is craving to feel, and you do not have enough of these feelings to satisfy the craving. This is what we are here to fix. This discomfort stems from a poor mental framework. It has nothing to do with anything in the physical realm. You've adopted habits, behaviors, and thought patterns from your surroundings your entire life. Many of these behaviors and thought patterns are faulty and limiting. This is what I call a poor foundation. In order to fix this problem, we need to create the foundation our mental framework is built upon so that we can, with time, go on to build a strong and optimized mental framework, which will allow us to properly pursue these feelings that we are after and succeed in doing so.
Find the others, admit it. You aren't like them, you're not even close. You may occasionally dress yourself up as one of them, watch the same mindless television shows as they do, maybe even eat the same fast food sometimes. But it seems that the more you try to fit in, the more you feel like an outsider watching normal people as they go about their automatic existences for every time you say club passwords like "have a nice day" and "weather's awful." Today, you yearn inside to say forbidden things like "tell me something that makes you cry," or "what do you think deja vu is for face it?" You even want to talk to that girl in the elevator. But what if that girl in the elevator and the balding man who walks past your cubicle at work are thinking the same thing. Who knows what you might learn from taking a chance on a conversation with a stranger? Everybody carries a piece of the puzzle. Nobody comes into your life by mere coincidence. Trust your instincts, do the unexpected, find the others.
It's a human condition to be average. It's not to be as good as you can be. You know, it's a human condition to survive. Just get along, be average. It's special to get somebody to be the best that they can be, to understand the work ethic and how important it is to earn it, and you reap what you sow. If the person you were competing against loves the process, you are never going to beat them in the long run. I mean, there's no chance you might beat them in the short run. It's like the person who loves climbing is going to climb much higher than the person who just wants to get the view from the summit point blank. Because they love it, they're going to do everything, they're going to get better at it, they're going to research, they're going to like everything about it. They are going to get better while this person's just focused on whatever the goal is.
There's a saying that if you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. I learned that is a total crock. You'll work harder than you ever thought possible, but the tools will light in your hands.
Sometimes life's gonna hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is gonna fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle as with all matters of the heart. You'll know when you find it, and like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking.
Don't settle, it's just a simple story. There were two nice people. One person built his house on the rock, and the other person built his house on the sand. And the storms came as they always do, and the one that built his house on the rock was saved, and the one that built his house on the sand was lost. Not because he was evil, not because he was bad. Here's what it means. Nice people can make foolish decisions. Let's make sure we build on the rock so that we last forever, not on the sand, and be gone when the storm comes.
Please understand that nothing works the first time. What is the average number of times that a person tries with a new goal before they give up? Can you guess? Well, the average is less than 1, because most people give up before they try, even once. Then they move away to a wonderful place called Sunday Isle someday, and most people live on Some Isle. Your job and my job is to vote yourself off the island.